Here we go. This episode of Quit Stalling is brought to you by Jinx.com. For 10% off of your checkout at Jinx.com, use the promo code QUIT_STALLING_366. That's QUIT STALLING _366 with a capital Q and a capital S. Want geek swag? Want 10% off? Use the promo code QUIT STALLING _366 and let us help you get your geek swag for less. Welcome everyone to Quit Stalling. We're on test episode 000W. So yeah, welcome guys to our excuse to talk about our other co-hosts behind their backs when they're not around. This is the show that ends each episode with an XOXO. So DZ, it's you and me, man. We're holding down the fort today. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I finally got to sleep early, so this one's gonna look pretty exciting. I'm pretty excited for this one.
DZ's calling it, man. DZ's calling it.
Calling it. I'm throwing it down. I'm putting my cards on the table.
Oh snap! Oh, dude, and I see you got a haircut. Yeah, was it for the show? Was it just for the show?
Yeah, since we're 3 shows away from test episode 1, I think by the time that we come out with episode 1, my hair will be in perfect condition.
Yeah, that's right.
Prepping it.
Yeah, so episode 1 is coming out. We're dropping the test. We're dropping the letters. It's gonna be episode 1. Like DZ said, we're 3 shows away from it, man. I'm psyched.
When we actually do come out with episode 1, how you're gonna introduce the show? You're still gonna say by accident test episode.
Oh man, I have a feeling.
Wait, we're already on episode 1.
Dude, I have a feeling. Yeah, I have a feeling you're right. I have a feeling it's gonna be so ingrained to me. We've done this for like 20-something episodes already. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to drop that test.
Yeah.
All right. So welcome, guys. Mikhail may or may not be joining us. That's why I'm using the 3-host layout today. So he's Schrodinger's host. He either will or will not host the show today, so we're gonna see. Jay is still studying. He's got his exams coming up, so we're gonna let him be for now. We're gonna let him knuckle down and focus on studying for his exam. But next week,
it goes to show how busy we are with our lives and how productive we are in our careers.
Yeah, we're serious here. We're serious. We're serious people here. We're adults, so and we like to adult. We're mature adults. Yeah. Next week we're gonna have a really big announcement. We're gonna have some big news. So you guys gotta stay locked for that because I think everyone's gonna like the news we're gonna drop next week.
Cool. Can't wait for that.
And to pull a Johnson a little bit, just a little bit more. We're also gonna have some special co-hosts and special guests next week. So this is actually the first time DZ's hearing about this. So I'm excited. Yeah, man, I'm excited.
Are we getting John Cena?
John Cena, dude! I want to have that as a soundbite.
Am I gonna at least find out by the end of the show who they are? Because even I don't know.
No. I'll tell you off the air. But
okay. Okay.
Yeah. The listeners have to tune in, it's got to be a surprise.
All right. Let's keep it that way then. And then just tell me when. All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. So since our last show, DZ, our last show was about 2 days ago, but the fans only got it yesterday because some internet issues on my end. Cool. But DZ, what have you been up to in the past 2 days? It's felt like forever, hasn't it?
Yeah, actually it has. Since we were supposed to have a show last night, so
yeah,
I kind of, because I was, I was looking forward to it the Thursday, and then I found out that we're not having the show. So like
I blame Mikhail.
No, I understand. I'm just like just it's like my mood from went up and like all down, went back all the way down.
Dude.
Because like
Same.
I already psyched myself up. I was like, okay, I have this really cool thing I want to talk about, and then nothing's gonna stop my expressions, my emotions towards this said thing. And then I found out it's like, and after that I was like, oh my god, there goes all my adrenaline. So like,
yeah, dude, I was psyched, but I mean, we're doing it now. We're doing it live. Well, we're not doing it live yet, but you know, Mikhail, it's his fault, so we're gonna keep going without him. Oh man, it's getting, you know, the weather right now is really it's been pouring on and off, and right now like it's looking super stormy.
And yeah, okay, about that, I like it when it rains.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I just like it when the weather's gloomy because it's like. If you've been to London, it's because are you familiar with London's reputation for raining more often than not? That's why if you notice a lot
England
in
general.
England in general. If you know, like a lot of the literature is like super gloomy, the stories, and because it's gloomy in general there. Like when I was there, I was lucky enough to experience the sun, and it was
nice.
Right.
You were there for Philippine Ultiverse for the Philippine tournament for the Philippine Frisbee tournament, right? No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't, but I was there for something else. But yeah,
okay.
I mean, what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's why they have that expression, "London rains" or something.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so
when it rains.
So yeah, like I said, I was psyched up. Well, I'm not psyched up I'm not psyched up to talk about that thing I wanted to talk about, but because we didn't have a show yesterday, I had something else I can talk about now.
Nice.
What I did last night was that I watched Batman the animated series again.
Oh, the 1990s Batman animated series.
Yeah, the only cartoon nowadays worth watching again. And after that, there was so I came across this one episode in season 2. The thing is, season 2 happens after like 55 episodes of season 1, and then season 2 is only 10 episodes, and then season 3 is like 8, and then final season is like 6 only. So wow.
sorry, keep going. I'm gonna turn on my lights because it's getting really dark in here.
Sure, man, go ahead. So anyway, yeah. So I came across this episode of Clayface. Oh yeah, there you go. So yeah. Yeah, so I came across this episode of Clayface. In season 2, but I think episode 4 or 5. It makes you realize that Batman is kind of a dick.
Okay, how so?
Okay, because. Here. Before I explain how this episode turns out, you just have to give it the benefit of the doubt. Let's just, for the sake of argument, accept that the end justifies the means. Okay, we have to accept that the end justifies the means because Clayface's main motivation is just to get his face back, to get his super sexy celebrity body back, right?
Yeah.
He used to be this like super good looking guy, and he became this clay face, this clay thing, this clay monster. So most of his episodes are like he's just trying to find a cure or finding a way to get his body back. Now in this one, he was trying to do the same thing with the help of a doctor, and they managed to figure out how to do it, to use this certain isotope to get his body back.
I remember this.
Yeah, he had to search for like some isotope MP40 or something like that. It's the name of a gun, but yeah, isotope MP40, whatever, and he had to steal it from Bruce Wayne.
That's also the audio file 20 years from now. We're done with MP3s and MP4s. We're up to MP40s now.
Dude, we can hear the sound without a headset.
Sorry, okay. I'm sorry. You were saying Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. So Clayface goes on and he manages to steal the isotope chemical from Wayne Biochemical Labs. And then him and the doctor, who is his love interest, are like this
Bruce
close.
Wayne's love interest or Clayface's love interest?
Clayface's love interest. Clayface.
Okay.
Did I say Batman?
No. Because you also said Bruce Wayne, so I wasn't sure whose love interest.
Okay, man. So Clayface and his love interest were in the lab. Started the machine. They put the isotope in the machine. They put the chemicals in the like those pipes that lead up to Clayface, and he's being injected with the serum and everything. And you can see he's starting to get his face back. It's like it's so cool.
Nice.
You're becoming good looking. And then all of a sudden, this fucking guy dressed up in a bat suit comes in. This guy dressed up in a bat suit comes in and stops the machine.
Oh no! Why?
I don't. That's the thing. They didn't even Batman did not even explain why. Imagine here. I understand if he's like, okay, he's the good guy, Clayface is the bad guy, Batman's the good guy. You know, the good guy always has to stop the plans of the bad guy. But then again, why did you have to stop the guy from here? If you want to just turn him in for his crimes, why not just let him look human again? Give him that, and then turn him into the police. Because at the beginning of the episode, Batman keeps asking Hagen, Clayface, we can get you help, we can fix you. If you wanted to fix him, why just stop him from getting cured in that situation, right?
Oh my God! So you're saying so you're saying it wasn't even throughout the episode. They do not explain why. That's what you're telling me.
That's what I was expecting after the whole. Okay, because what happens after that? After he stops the machine, they have this big fight, and then Clayface gets thrown off a ledge of a cliff, and he falls into the sea of water, and he dissolves there because he's essentially mud, right?
Yeah, he's clay.
He's clay. Yeah. So after that, it's the whole then Batman stares off the ledge, being all badass, and I was like, "Where's the explanation?" It just ends there.
No.
It just ends there. They didn't explain. Why didn't you? That's why. That's why I said earlier. You have to give this episode the benefit of the doubt. The end justifies the means.
What an a-hole!
With Clayface, yeah. I mean, sure, he does all the bad things. He's a villain, but then again, he did what he had to do. But why didn't Batman, saying that let's help you, I'll help you. Why didn't you help him when he needed it?
Yeah, dude, and it'll help everyone else because this dude loses his powers. He becomes easier to contain. You throw him in a normal jail. Like,
yeah,
what an a-hole, dude.
The thing is, when we watched this,
okay,
when we were kids, it makes perfect sense. Oh, we have to stop the bad guy. So Batman is okay if you prevent him from becoming human again because he's a bad guy. But like now when you watch it, man, this guy's a piece of shit.
He's an a-hole, dude. Oh my God, what the fuck?
Yeah, I thought, Bruce, I don't know. But yeah, that's just something I just wanted to point out last night. Like, man, this guy's an asshole.
Yeah, dude, what the hell? Oh man, you're making me kind of want to watch it again. I mean, I do want to hear Kevin Conroy's voice again, and Mark Hamill's Joker, right? Like that's a good reason to watch the series again.
Yeah, I mean, if you really take time to appreciate the series, like Batman the Animated Series, it's like really it deserves to be one of the best because if you're like, for example, if you take art style, design, how it looks, I like the idea that because if you notice, majority of the Batman animated series is like shrouded in shadows, right? Or dark blue. What's the contrasting color? Orange. And then a lot of the, they are here. Well, like there's one episode where they just kept contrasting colors so you could tell who is the villain, who is the main guy. And I realized they do that for a lot of episodes. They really use contrasting colors, so it's easy to distinguish who is who, and it just looks better because the colors don't clash.
Yeah, it's the cool stuff you only notice when you're older.
Yeah, when you're mature adult.
When you're mature adult. All right, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, I might pick it up actually. Do you have it on file? Is that something you could share with me?
I can share with you. I can share. I can share with you later. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, so you caught up on a TV show that we've loved based on a comic book. I started watching one based on a comic book. So I Zombie, dude. I picked it up thanks to Tracy. She turned me on to this. She turned me on to this.
Okay.
It's good, dude. Supposedly, it's only loosely based on the comic, and from what I can tell, it's for the better. It's great. They make it episodic, and they have they have your normal B plots where it's your weekly bad guy, but they also have like the your main A plot, which is the overarching story throughout the season, and it works pretty good. It's got the cheesy writing that you'd think you'd hate. You know, the main character's name is Liv Moore, and she's a zombie. Spoiler alert. She's a zombie. So her name's Liv Moore, and she's a zombie, right? And like on the second episode,
like that.
in the or the hot opening where she does her whole voiceover over the montage of highlights. She goes, "My name is Liv Moore, and I died." Like, right on the head, dude. They're not even being subtle. They just nail it right on the head. And
I died.
And I died. Like that kind of writing is something you normally hate, but because the show is is good, you know, you enjoy it. It's the cheesiness is fun. The main love interest's name is Major. His first name is Major. it's an army rank. It's a type of note, and it's funny. Like it works. Everything in the show works really well, and you know, like I'm enjoying it. So I'd actually recommend a pickup for this because it's good. I didn't think I'd like it. The first few minutes of the show were like, another zombie show, blah blah blah. But then, you know, the more you get into it, it's like, oh, this is really good. I can get into this.
Like, if you're someone who, because I personally I like watching zombie stuff because it's just guilty pleasure. So is this someone I can get on, something I can get onto, like if it's a guilty pleasure kind of thing?
Yeah,
or
dude,
it's more than just zombies. There's actually really substance in the story and the concept and everything.
I think for you, you'll get a whole lot of everything because so the main plot is she eats the brains of the deceased, and then she helps the police solve crime. Because when she eats the brains, when a zombie in their universe eats brains, they get flashbacks of the life of the person they just of the brains of the person they just ate. So like she uses those flashbacks to help solve crimes, and it's good. And she kind of borrows a bit from Psych, where she pretends to be a psychic because she kind of has like a face when she does the flashbacks. So it's good, man. I recommend a pickup.
Yeah, does she look okay? She's here. It kind of reminds me of that comic Chew.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that the other week.
It's like that thing. But anyway, the iZombie. Based on the cover, the poster, the series poster, she's like really pale. What did she die? How did she like? Oh my God, this is gonna go into spoilers, but like, does she look like she's rotting, or no?
So that's the thing with the universe. So this isn't that big of a spoiler. So based on it's not really a spoiler actually. It's more of a key plot to get into in the first episode. So if you as a zombie don't eat brains for a prolonged period of time, that's when you start going zombie mode. That's when you start like degrading. Your mind starts to rot, and you become the traditional zombie. But if you do regularly get brains, that you stay looking normal, sans hair color and skin pigmentation.
Okay. Is there any reason why it's called iZombie? Aside from like, I thought I'd think there would be a reason why it's called I.
Oh
iZombie.
Yeah. Not really. They don't really go into why it's a small letter I before zombie. So I guess it's just I don't know, just I'm a zombie.
I was expecting something like, oh, this is sponsored by Apple.
yeah. You'd think, right? But no, their phones even look Androidish. So I wouldn't look too much into the title.
Maybe they're trying to if it's sponsored by Android, maybe they're trying to destroy the reputation of Apple. It's like people didn't expect. It's like we didn't expect this series to be so good. but it's working, so whatever.
Yeah. So all right, zombie.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I have a guilty pleasure for zombie stuff, so why not? See what
I
happens.
would recommend it. All right. So aside from that, dude. Aside from that, all I can say is Demon Hunter, mother. Oh my god, dude! Demon Hunters are the best. Demon Hunters are like the coolest thing ever, man. Like.
Okay, so, what is your class and your race for the Demon Hunter?
So, if you're a Demon Hunter in World of Warcraft, you can only be an elf. So, for Alliance, you could be a Night Elf. For the Horde, you could be a Blood Elf. And, because of the restrictions, they've gone out of their way to do specific voice lines and animations for the Demon Hunters. Because, they don't have to worry about 8 different races. All they have to do is focus on these 2. And it looks so good. I mean, like, all I can do is... Like, I'm just...
Yeah, so they had a lot of time to just focus on very specific things, since you don't have to worry about how is a dwarf gonna look like as a demon hunter.
Exactly. And the cool thing is they've left themselves space so that if the lore fits it, the initial demon hunters train different races to become demon hunters. They've left themselves enough room to be able to do that. So, like, I am enjoying so much, dude. I can't wait for you to get to that part of the content. Okay, so Diego Z can't play a demon hunter yet because you need a level 70 character to be a demon hunter. It's just so people don't jump into a high level character and have no clue what they're doing, and because if you do that, you're kind of degrading the experience for yourself. They're thinking like, oh yeah, the nuances of such a high level character need to be need a certain level of knowledge from the base game before it could be like really experienced well. So I think that's why they're doing this. They did this for the Death Knights back in Wrath of the Lich King. So, dude, all I could say is I waited 8 years. How long has WoW been around? Since Warcraft 3, dude. I waited since Warcraft 3 to play Demon Hunter the game, to play Illidan the game, and I'm not disappointed. I mean, this is it.
Who will not enjoy a double-bladed guy with huge blades for each arm?
Oh my god, it's so good. Double jump, freaking slow fall because you have wings. Like, it's the best thing ever.
Yeah, and like add what you said about like starting from the beginning. Yeah, I mean it's good that they put the restrictions, because if I didn't know any better, and if they didn't have that restriction for the Demon Knight, the Death Knight, I would have, if I had the chance, if I wanted, I would have played the Death Knight as my first character.
Yes.
Because just to background everyone, I haven't played WoW yet. This is my first. I just tried it last month. So I tried it I did the play trial because I didn't want to make sure I figured out what I was getting into. So I did the test run. So I had free 30 days until level 20, right? I think, yeah. So I wanted to play the Death Knight, but then again, you can only play it when it's 55. You start at 55. So in other words, I wouldn't be able to play with the trial. So I decided, okay, let's just go with a dwarf and boomstick. So I got a dwarf hunter. And then when I started, I was like, what the hell am I doing? That's the thing with like, if you don't start the game with everyone else, it's harder to pick up. But then you pick it up eventually. You just have to put some patience into it. So with that in mind, it's good that they put these restrictions, because you experience the game for what it used to be back in vanilla days, and sometimes jumping into the game with an exaggerated class or at a high level, doing the whole 100 level boost thing. If you jump into that, you can get so lost in everything, and it just ruins the experience of WoW. It's not about being in the highest level. It's like getting there. The journey is better than
it's not about the destination. It's about the journey, and it's so true for this. Being someone who plays the game for the story, especially, I still make new characters from level 1 all the way up, just because you don't always get every single bit of the story. I mean, you'll never get every single bit of the story if you only play one character. So that's why they let you play multiple characters, so you can like go to different zones, go to different areas, and just get all the history, all the story, and at the same time you freaking kill things. So what else do you want?
Yeah. And
yeah, I'm super glad that I'm super glad you're enjoying, and this weekend we're definitely gonna play.
Yeah, because like I realized also as well, like imagine if I started like already at level 100 by using that character boost, I'd probably get bored fast, because I don't have anything to achieve. I don't have anything like any motivation to play, because I'm already level 100. Why do I care about grinding all the way? Sometimes grinding and like questing is half the fun. It's probably 80% of the fun.
And playing with your veteran friends.
Yeah, playing with your veteran friends, who are nice enough to give you 1,000 gold to start off.
It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah,
It's anything for you, man.
EY.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on that note, on that note.
Yes, I see. Good news, everyone!
It's the news! Oh, shoot. No, that's not the news. Those are our show notes. Holy crap.
Oh, no!
Oh, no! Crap, why did that happen? No, it's still the show notes. But yeah, in the news... Okay, hold on. While I fix that, dude. In the news today, we got some pretty big news, actually. We found out that young Han Solo is casting young Lando. Lando Calrissian, man. I'm pretty excited for this. There we go, the news. So I'm pretty.
Wait, so young Han Solo is the one who's looking for another Lando?
Yeah. So the movie Young Han Solo is looking for its.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about like the character. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Well, technically yes. In a sense, yes. So the Young Han Solo movie is looking for its Lando Calrissian. Let me bring up the picture real quick. And rumors are suggesting that the front runner for young Lando is Community's own Donald Faison, or the rapping industry's Childish Gambino.
Ooh.
So before we get into Donald Faison, I am psyched that we're getting young Lando, because old Lando was a smooth talking mother. This guy.
The way what were his lines when he met Leia?
Oh my God, countless.
Like,
but yeah, he was smooth, dude.
Whatever he was smooth. He's like, no wonder why this guy is friends with Han Solo.
Yeah. Han was the clumsy guy, and Lando was just like, hello.
And he's like that smooth, sexy guy. But yeah,
no homo.
No homo. But yeah, I mean, come on. The way Lando was a smooth talker, so they have to get, now that he's younger, even more that they have to get this right.
Yeah, definitely. yeah, definitely. So I'm suspecting that because we're getting a young Lando, and Lando was the person Han won the Millennium Falcon off of, I'm assuming we're getting that story, or at least maybe that could be like the start of the movie where he wins the Millennium Falcon off of Lando.
Yeah. But question. So this Donald Faison, he's just a prediction, or it's kind of official?
No. So here's the thing. Nope, that's not him. For the longest time, Donald Faison of Scrubs fame had been lobbying to play Lando. Because Billy D. Williams is old now, so for the longest time, like since the 2000s, he's been wanting to do a Lando Calrissian spin-off movie, but it never got off the ground because George Lucas never wanted to make spin-off movies. He was too focused on whatever he was doing, I guess. What has he been doing? Well, he was doing the Clone Wars and everything, so he never got around to wanting to do a Lando movie, and they kind of really missed the boat on this because Donald Faison is one of the funniest, smoothest people you'll see on TV, and he really loves the Lando character. He talks about it nonstop, like everywhere. He makes stop motion animation with his Lando figure. on Instagram, and yeah, dude, this guy is like, But the thing is, he's 42 now, so he can't play young Lando. He's pretty much Lando's age when we see him in Return of the Jedi and Empire. Well, he's probably older than that. So like, it sucks.
And when they cast people for Star Wars movies, don't they usually go with we're just gonna look for someone without a name first? We're gonna look for someone
as possible
without a reputation, right? Before they cast them, because that's how they did it with Rogue One, like with
except
with
for
Rey
Felicity Jones.
Oh yeah. But yeah, like,
I mean, well, actually, Rogue One is littered with stars. I mean, you got Donnie Yen, you have
like as
Diego
Main,
Luna,
with Main, but I didn't know who Rey and Finn were. I mean, as the main
for
characters,
The Force Awakens.
But
For The Force Awakens, they did do a good job of casting unknowns, and skilled unknowns. I mean, honestly, not many people watched was it Ex Machina, or is that the name of Oscar Isaac's movie?
I think so, but yeah, I know that
Yeah,
movie.
Ex Machina. Yeah, so not many people watched it. So coming into The Force Awakens, that was the first time people got to see who Oscar Isaac was. So you're right. They do have a good history of casting relatively unknown people.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I'm
just wondering. So do you think if ever they do cast Donald Faison as Lando, do you think it'll work?
Donald Faison, no. Donald Glover, yes, definitely. Donald Glover has the acting chops and the he's got the acting chops. He's got the skill to play Lando, and he's got the humor. He's got the smoothness down. So yeah, Donald Glover, definitely. I think he could. Does he have the time? I don't know, but I would be down for this actually.
What was the last thing he was in? In the last movie? He's gonna be in. Oh, sorry, no, that's television. He's gonna be in Homecoming, right? Also,
yeah, he's gonna be in Spider-Man: Homecoming. He's got his own series called Atlanta coming up. So yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, does he have the time? But I hope he does, because I think he'd be pretty good.
Yeah, he seems like the first choice.
Yeah,
right?
He does.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. So on next up we got Ocean's 8. Ocean's 8 is gonna be a thing. So
Whoa.
yeah. So no, it's not George Clooney and Brad Pitt killing off 3 other guys to shave down the 11, or 4 other guys. But yeah, Ocean's 8 is gonna be Sandy B, Sandra Bullock. I guess she'll be the Ocean. She was married to Danny Ocean in the movie. So, no, that wasn't Sandra Bullock. That was what's her name? Who was the what's her name? The wife
of
curly hair. Did a movie with Ryan Reynolds. Julia Roberts. Sorry, that was Julia Roberts.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right, so Sandra Bullock is gonna do a spin-off. It's supposedly a reboot, so she might play the Danny Ocean of the series. Daniela Ocean. And of the 8, we already have 7 people cast. So Sandra Bullock, Cate Blanchett were announced like way back when this was like a really small thing, I guess, before it hit anyone's radars. And aside from Sandra Bullock and Cate Blanchett, we're also getting Anne Hathaway. Oop, no, that's Anne Hathaway. We're getting Rihanna.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, we're getting Rihanna. Oh, wait for it. We're getting Mindy Kaling, which I'm excited about. Okay. And we're getting a virtually unknown person named Aquafina. Oh, no. Aquafina. She's this Asian rapper girl from Brooklyn.
Aquafina?
AWKWAFINA. I couldn't find a license-free image of her, so I can't remember.
Okay, I see on Google.
Yeah. So these are the 7 currently announced. Supposedly we're getting an 8th, and we don't even know who the villain is. We don't have many details. No date or anything for shooting. So this was the first thing we heard about it. First time we've heard about it. And Mindy Kaling, so it's confirmed because a lot of the stars have been tweeting on, posting on social media. So, excuse me. Mindy Kaling tweeted, determined to be helpful in a heist. Yeah, Mindy Kaling's so funny. So, yeah, she said, determined to be helpful in a heist. I saw Aquafina's Instagram where she posted a screenshot of the headline. So, this might be good. I mean, Helena Bonham Carter and Anne Hathaway, this is pretty good. Plus Mindy Kaling.
I'm just really excited Rihanna's going to be there.
Oh, my God, bro, Rihanna. Bro, they're gonna need a bigger umbrella because
they're gonna have to
it's just gonna be Disturbia.
She's the one who sang. Oh yeah, work. They're gonna have to really work. I'm just the last movie I saw Rihanna in was Battleship, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my God, she was in that. That movie exists. That movie exists. Oh my God.
Rihanna in it, yeah. But yeah, I've never really watched the Ocean series, but just because Rihanna's here, I'm gonna. Oh my God, I want to really see this. I want to see what's gonna happen with this month.
Yeah, this is gonna be exciting. Actually, I'm honestly I am stoked for this because the cast is great. Freaking Helena Bonham Carter, like yeah, I'm in. Okay, so. We got to speed through these because, as I mentioned, I got to head out for lunch. I have prior commitments, and Skype kind of screwed the pooch on us. But discovering diversity. So we've talked about Star Trek Discovery over the past few weeks, and we've got a couple more details on it. So the show is going to be set 10 years before the original series, so before William Shatner's Kirk.
Before?
Yeah, before. So the objective of this is to bridge the gap between the TV drama Enterprise with Scott Bakula and William Shatner's Star Trek The Original Series. The show is going to focus supposedly on an event in the history of the Federation. So the Federation is the United Federation of Planets. It's been an event that's been talked about before but never really explored. It's going to feature a human female lead as a lieutenant commander, so not a captain. So I think this would be the Spock to the show's Kirk.
Okay.
It's gonna have. They went out and said it's gonna have a gay character.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I guess. I mean, I'm not hating on the fact that it's gonna have a gay character. I'm hating on the fact that this has to be news now.
Yeah.
We've talked about how society treats.
But I just since in relation to that, I like how they did it in the latest Star Trek movie with Sulu. They didn't I didn't hear any announcement, but I only hear one article of it, but that's it. I didn't hear them have to announce much of it, or they didn't blow it out of proportion. They just showed it and we accepted it. Who cares?
Yeah. It was a tribute to George Takei, which we could talk about that on a different show, but George Takei did not like it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did not like it. So, and the show is going to feature a lot of aliens, so very diverse. We're getting the girls, we're getting the gays, and we're getting the aliens. So
aliens.
The aliens.
Whatever you said, and I just thought, oh my God, are they gonna put a xenomorph?
Oh my God.
Can you imagine if they domesticated those things?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be freaking awesome. It's like when the xenomorph's gonna its mouth, its second mouth comes out. Commander, the shields are down to 80%.
Oh God! All right, so yeah, I think it's gonna be a good show. I'm excited. It's gonna be out next year, so it can't come soon enough for me. On the nostalgia trip that we're on. Thanks to Hey Arnold, thanks to shows like Star Trek Discovery, mainly thanks to Hey Arnold the reboot or the movie, we're getting a Rocko's Modern Life return. So this was announced on Nerdist just a couple of hours ago on The Verge. It's all over the internet. There's no details or date on the cast or when it's gonna launch, but thanks to the success of the Hey Arnold and Legends of the Hidden Temple returns, we're getting a Rocko's Modern Life show back, I think, or maybe a 1 hour movie. I think it's a 1 hour TV movie. So, and any 90s thing that's coming back, I am more than happy to welcome with open arms.
Yeah, it'll be worth the watch. I mean, Rocko's thanks to Rocko's Modern Life, I know the difference between a wallaby and a kangaroo.
Yes, I had no idea wallabies existed before Rocko's Modern Life.
Yeah, it's like thank God, thank you, Rocko.
thank you, Rocko. So Flash, Supergirl. Sorry, I'm just going through these.
Just go through it.
Yeah, so the Flash and Supergirl are going to have a crossover. Everyone knows that the DC shows on the CW have their crossover episodes. And we're getting the Flash, Supergirl, Arrow crossover, but later on in the upcoming seasons, or this upcoming season, we're getting a Supergirl Flash musical crossover. And yeah, so for the people who know, I wasn't that certain who these guys were before the shows, but apparently they were on Glee, and that's one of the reasons why they're doing this is because, one, they have a Glee following, and two, they're actually pretty good at singing. So, I mean, if they make it work, I'm game. Supergirl's hot. Look at those shoulders.
Wait,
man.
there's gonna be an episode where it's the episode's a musical, or it's a what?
It's a musical.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. I'm glad they're doing that, because usually, in some cartoons where just that one episode just becomes a musical.
Yeah. So they're doing this.
So is it gonna be lighthearted, or is it gonna be like dramatic? Captain Zoom destroyed my hometown. And
I'm sure it's gonna be a good mix of both. That's been the tone of the shows anyway.
Did I say Captain Zoom? I mean Professor Zoom. Sorry.
Well, yeah, they call him Zoom on the show. Zoom. But yeah, Professor Zoom.
Eobard.
Well, he was Eobard Thawne in the comics, but yeah. Well, one of the things that makes me excited for this is the Flash's father figure, Joe, his adoptive father, was in Rent. He was part of the original cast of Rent. He was the lover of Angel. Yeah. He was what's his name? Ah, man, he had a cool name in Rent. Oh, sorry. Yeah, he had a cool name too. Oh my God, Collins. Yeah, so he played Collins in the original Rent movie. Rent show. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tom Collins. Yeah. So, and man, I can't wait to hear him sing again, because he was in the movie. He was in the movie that they put out for Rent, and that's how I found out about Rent, actually, and I loved him. So he's got that low booming voice.
Yeah, I like him as the character he plays, that father figure.
Joe.
He has a low, Joe.
Yeah, he's got that authoritative voice.
Yeah, Barry.
Barry, what are you doing? It's a nice contrast to Run, Barry, run.
Yeah.
Tom Cavanaugh, dude. Tom Cavanaugh is one of my favorite parts of that show.
I wonder if they're gonna. This is gonna be just one episode, so it's gonna be in the next season, right? In whatever it is. I wonder if they'll really point it out in succeeding episodes. You remember that time when we were singing?
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be a nice.
I wonder if they'll follow that continuity and just mention those things that happened, in the previous episode of Flash, and then they show parts of him singing.
No, let her go. Oh man, that'd be awesome.
But
I'm running too fast. that'd be awesome, dude.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, and since we're talking about dynamic duos, I think this dynamic duo deserves the most special mention of the show. Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart, dude. They're doing a cooking show.
Okay. They're doing this point. Okay.
They're doing a cooking show on TV, man. They're calling it Martha and Snoop's Dinner Party.
Okay, is Snoop really gonna take it seriously, or is he just gonna be the usual Snoop Dogg where he's like, what is this shit?
What is this shit? I'm gonna mix this shit. Mix it good, motherfucker.
These brownies gotta need these brownies need an extra ingredient in them.
Yeah, dude, that's his thing, right? That's his thing.
Yeah, like anything in relation to stuff, he will find a way to put it in.
Oh, that's so true. Any relation to let's call it chocolate milk? Any relation to chocolate milk? He will Cocoa Puff it in. So he says that it's gonna exemplify. Oh no, Martha said that it's gonna exemplify America's fascination with food, entertainment, and celebrity. So, and then when they asked Snoop what he thought of it, he was like, "Oh, my homegirl, Martha, and I have a special bond that goes back. We gonna be cooking, we gonna be drinking, having a good time with our exclusive friends, and can't wait for you to see how we roll together." And dude, I can't wait to see how they roll together. They're gonna be rolling bread. They're gonna be rolling some dough. Rolling some pizza crust, some chocolate milk into that pizza crust. It's gonna be good, man. I'm excited for this. This is one of those shows that I'm gonna be like really psyched for when it comes out.
Yeah, it's probably one of those things where like everyone's gonna start sharing it on the internet. It's gonna blow up the internet. Snoop Dogg cooking a dinner, cooking up.
Dude,
a store.
that's actually super true. Now you're gonna start seeing a lot of clips on Facebook about this.
Yeah, like Snoop Dogg's one of those guys who just really likes to be himself, and he's good at it.
Yeah,
he's not.
Definitely.
It doesn't get old. He likes trying. He always does things that are new. You know that thing he has where he tries to be a commentator for those Animal Planet things.
Yeah. I like those. Those are awesome.
He starts describing what the squirrel is doing in the meadows, looking for a mate, and he just breaks out of character and like, oh shit, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah, go get it. Go get it, boy. Go get it, boy. That's your shit. That's your shit.
And it's great that he at least, he knows how to have fun as a celebrity.
Definitely.
He doesn't worry too much about, he's not stuck up.
Yeah, he's not uptight. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right. So, DZ. It's time for a game.
All right. Well, I like that.
And if you could tell from the song, it's gonna be Mortal Kombat themed.
Okay.
All right. So DZ, today's trivia question is based on the 1995 film Mortal Kombat. Are you ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
I love your reaction, dude. All right. So, DZ, your question for today. For the 1995 movie Mortal Kombat, which famous actor was offered to play the role of one Johnny Cage but turned it down? He turned it down.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So here are your four choices. You don't have a lifeline today. So here are your four choices. A. Jean-Claude Van Damme. B. Brandon Lee. C. Chuck Norris. Or D. Steven Seagal. Alright, so it's A. Jean-Claude Van Damme, JCVD. B. Brandon Lee. C. Chuck Norris. Or D. Steven Seagal. So Brandon Lee was the son of Bruce Lee.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna give you what? Wait, I should put up a timer for this, shouldn't I?
Who's the
Is
first
the
guy
music
again?
too loud? The first guy was. Sorry. Let me lower that down a bit for you.
Okay. Brandon Lee, Steven Seagal, Chuck Norris, or who was the first one again?
The first one was
Jean-Claude Van
Damme.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna give you, Diego Z. I'm gonna give you 1 minute to deliberate. Oh, where is that? There we go. I'm gonna give you 1 minute to deliberate, and your 1 minute starts now.
Oh, this is hard. For one thing, one of the biggest. I love fighting games, but Mortal Kombat is not up there in my to play list. Plus, when I watched the movie, I was super young, so I can barely.
Dude, that movie was violent, man.
But yeah, it was pretty violent, from what I remember. Okay, so they won't get Steven Seagal. I doubt they'd get Steven Seagal. I doubt. What's his face? What's his face? The first guy, Jean-Claude. He already threw away his career with Street Fighter. Brandon Lee wouldn't play a good Johnny Cage.
Is it because he's Asian? Huh? Is it
because they would have gotten him for Liu Kang, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Not Johnny Cage. Okay, so now it's Chuck Norris. It could be Chuck Norris. It could be Jean-Claude. Jesus, one of the two.
So you do kind of see Chuck Norris turning that down.
Oh wait, Steven Seagal.
You think it's Steven Seagal?
Pretty good reason why he wouldn't. I think it would be Steven Seagal because Steven Seagal's ego is so big. Because I know that Johnny Cage dies in that movie. Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
There's no way, for what I know about Steven Seagal, he would not accept a role where his character dies.
Actually,
let's go with Steven Seagal.
Johnny Cage dies in the sequel at the very start.
Oh, it was in the sequel?
Yeah, at the very start of the sequel, that's where he dies.
Well, anyway, let's go with Steven Seagal anyway.
We're gonna go with Steven Seagal. All right. Man, yeah. So I'm excited to find out.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't have any control over these, so I don't. Let's find out. Judges, Diego said D. Steven Seagal. Drum roll, please.
Your soul is mine.
Sorry, DZ.
Oh, hell no!
Don't tell me it's Jean-Claude. Because I know he already played Guile.
It was Jean-Claude Van Damme. Alright,
again,
so...
Yeah, it would be the perfect look, actually. But then again, I thought, but he already played Guile.
So that's the thing. Jean-Claude Van Damme turned down the role of Johnny Cage to do Street Fighter. He turned it down so that he could play Colonel William Guile instead of a washed-up Hollywood action star.
Well, then again, I mean, yeah. I don't know, I guess it was. I just wanted to pick Steven Seagal because I know that Johnny Cage died, and I knew how Steven Seagal's ego is.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So, if you actually look at the original sprites for the Mortal Kombat game, and they've talked about this, Jean-Claude Van Damme was actually their base for Johnny Cage. He was the guy they used to model Johnny Cage after. And if you look at the sprites from the games, they probably got like the closest lookalike they could afford to do the photos for Johnny Cage's fighting. Yeah. The funny thing is, Brandon Lee was supposed to play Johnny Cage, but sadly he passed away before filming.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. He passed away in Crow.
Yeah. So, yep. Sorry, DZ. Better luck next time.
It's
okay. You would have got nothing.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
Good day. All right. So real quick for video games before we wrap up, I brought up the Mortal Kombat trivia question out because we got a little bit of news about the Mortal Kombat reboot movie. So we're getting another Mortal Kombat movie. It's going to be a reboot directed by James Wan, who did the last Fast and the Furious movie. He's also doing the Aquaman movie for DC, starring Jason Momoa. He's also done Insidious and The Conjuring. So he says
nice.
the update we got was he says they're not going to rush it. They're going to take their time with it because it's a franchise that's close to him. It's near and dear to his heart. So
that's good. That's good. You don't hear that very often.
Yeah, you really don't. You really don't.
Yeah.
Or you hear it because you normally hear it because people just want to butter up the fans.
No, I meant the part about when they say they take their time, but that line we're gonna take our time. You don't hear that very often, but what you hear often is the franchise is very near and dear to me. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Then they go and ruin the franchise. Okay, so wrapping up the show, Overwatch, Lucio Ball. You talked about you wanted to mention how people figured out how to exploit the character bug.
Yeah, people who have been exploiting have figured it out. But Blizzard already is like starting to warn people about it. They're picking up on it, and Blizzard's been pretty active when it comes to acting upon cheaters and people who exploit the game. So good for Blizzard.
Yeah. So the character bug is in the weekly brawl until the Olympics end. We have a game mode called Lucio Ball. It's pretty much Rocket League in Overwatch. We showed a video last show. And the bug is that you're only supposed to be able to play Lucio. So some people have been exploiting the fact that it glitches sometimes, and you can use a different character. Sometimes they're immobile, so it's kind of useless. But yeah, so don't do it because you're gonna get banned by Blizzard.
Yep.
And speaking of bans, I don't know if you saw this.
Biggest ban.
Yeah, man. Mickey linked us to this on Facebook. Mickey Ban's on one of the show's friends, and possibly a co-creator in some future content. He linked us to this, and it was swift justice, justice from above. A high rank Korean streamer was in the middle of streaming, and he got a mid-match ban. So the mid-match ban happened because it was a blatant aimbotting experience. So aimbotting, for those of you who aren't familiar, is when you use a third-party program to aim, pretty much. So it's pretty much auto aim. So you could see the camera just zooming back and forth on people's heads because that's how good this aimbot program was. And yeah, and so he got banned for it because he was doing it mid-stream, and it was very obvious. So Blizzard, in the middle of the game, just friggin' banned him. And if you look for the video online, you might find it on Kotaku, which is where we found it. He wasn't even trying to hide it. Like, he was in the middle of the stream, and people were like, supposedly it was in Korean. People were filling up the comment section saying, like, yeah, you're botting, and they weren't really trying to hide it.
And the ironic thing is that he was using Soldier 76 when he was playing. So you'd think he would have at least been able to hide it by using the ulti. But he wasn't using his ultimate. He wasn't even charged enough to use it. So, and he was aimbotting like anything. Shifting from Mei to Reinhardt, back to Mei, and then to a McCree, and then the Reaper. Like, your aiming isn't that good.
Yeah, well, but I'm pretty sure he was using Widowmaker as well.
Sorry?
I'm pretty sure he or they were using Widowmaker as well, because like I remember the scope coming up. So
I don't remember that, but yeah, I just remembered him as Soldier. I don't think I saw the part with Widow.
Yeah, he was Soldier 76 at the very end when he got banned. So that might have So yeah, good for Blizzard for acting really quick on cheaters, because guys, these are games. Why cheat to have fun? Like, just play the game, man.
Yeah, let's play the game.
Yeah, me and DZ have run into our fair share of cheaters, or so we think we have.
No, they are cheaters.
They are cheaters.
It's not because they're good.
That's always the excuse.
Some people are just that good. But
yeah.
There's a really big difference when it comes to someone who's really good and someone who's cheating. There's a huge difference.
Definitely. All right. So on that note, DZ, what music can we play here? There we go.
I wanna be the fairy.
All right, DZ, where can the fine folks at home find you when you're not on the show?
Okay, so you guys can find me at my Instagram, which is @InstaDZ. The spelling is down below because I'm getting tired of spelling it. And if you guys want to check out my photos and whatnot of sporty people, you guys can check out my page at facebook.com/Diego Photography. But yeah, that's where you can find me. Always click like and subscribe to the page, please, because we're awesome.
Oh yeah, that's right. DZ, are you also starting a Twitter? I remember last time we were on the show, you mentioned that you were gonna start Twittering.
Yeah. Actually, I do have a Twitter, but I have to change my handle so it matches my Instagram. So it's all just one, so you can get
the rebrand.
The rebrand. I'm just gonna make it InstaDZ so you can get all of me in an instant, as you guys say.
Yeah.
But yeah. Eventually, I'm just still figuring out like what I'm gonna start tweeting about and what I do. I just have a Twitter to follow all the YouTubers that I like watching. But
same.
I don't tweet anything myself, but I guess I might start just for the heck of it.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So for me, you can follow me at HeraldPlays. So that's HeraldPlays. HeraldPlays. People might think I'm Harold, like Harold Berman from Hey Arnold. No, it's Harold. I know it's an uncommon name, but that's why my parents named me this, so that no one else could share my name. So YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. Just look for HeraldPlays, and I'll be there. I'll be there. So if you want to message us here at Quit Stalling, you can email us at quitstallingShow@gmail.com. On social media, we're on Instagram. Quit Stalling, Twitter and Facebook. Look for us, Quit Stalling TV. So on Facebook, facebook.com/quitstallingtv. On Twitter, it's at Quit Stalling TV. Subscribe to us on iTunes. That's probably one of the reasons why you're here, is because I messaged you to say please subscribe. We're also on SoundCloud. We're on YouTube. Search for us, Quit Stalling. And if you're too lazy to search, just go to our Facebook page and find all the links there. We may have a different way next week for you to be able to do all of this, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, if you want 10% off of your geek swag, if you want a shirt like mine, use the promo code QUITSTALLING_366 on jinx.com and enjoy. So I think that's it. DZ, anything else you wanna plug before we go?
I have to use the Little John once the show is over, so I'm done.
Okay, we're done. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. This has been test episode 000W. We're so close to episode 1, people. And, yep, thank you so much. And we will see you next time on Quit Stalling, the talk show.